to the stream. This is going to be a short one. I'm just chilling out. I'm actually in the car just chilling. But I don't know how long I'm going to be live, so if it's super short, then I'm just going to like cancel the stream. But hopefully we can be in here for at least like 30 minutes together. Just chilling out. So we'll wait a second, wait for some people to get back in here. I hope everyone's doing good. Hope everyone's having a safe day, having a good day, whatever you guys are doing. Hope you guys are enjoying it. And yeah, we'll just give it some time, let some people come in here. If you're watching this as a VOD review, just wanted to say, hey, hope you guys are doing good. Hope everyone's doing great. I'll give it a little bit of time. I'll give it like 5 minutes. If no one joins, then we'll try again later. Hope everyone's having a good day. Hope everyone's having a good day, being safe, man. It's crazy. Life is so weird. Like, I was thinking, I'll just talk to you guys, those of you who are watching this as a VOD, but I was sitting here thinking, like, I'm closer to 30 than I am 20, Like, that's pretty scary to think about, man. Like, it's kind of freaky. I was just sitting here talking, and I was like, man, it's kind of insane. It's kind of insane to think about, But it happens, Life goes on. But it's definitely crazy. Yo, what's up, 2 people in the chat, man? Let's go, man. You guys are the best. I go live anytime, and I got people in here now, man. We made it. We're famous, baby. I'm in the car right now, guys. I'm just chilling. Eating some food, eating some breakfast. Hope you guys are doing good. I wanted to go live. I try to stay consistent, as consistent as possible, But yeah, I hope you guys are doing good, man. I'm just chilling. I wanted to go live for a little bit. I have a little time. I'm just out. I'm out, actually. I'm out of the house. I'm in the car right now. But I wanted to still go live and chill with you guys for a little bit. I don't know how long it's going to be. But, Yo, what's up, Victoria? Yo, what's good, Spoiler? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing good. Hope everyone's doing good and having a great day, Life is good. Life is precious, man. I hope you guys are doing good. Of course not, Victoria. Yo, Liz, what's good? I do not play Roblox, but I do play Call of Duty. I was pretty good at Call of Duty, man. I'm all right at Call of Duty. R.I.P. Carl. Yeah, rest in peace to Carl. Good. How about you? No, I'm doing good. I'm just in the car. I just had a minute. You know what I mean? I'm just in the car. I'm out town right now. But I wanted to just chill out with you guys and see what you guys are up to and go live for a little bit. I don't know how long it'll be, but until my person gets back to the car. They're just doing some shopping real quick. I'm always thinking about you guys, bro. Even when I'm out town and we're doing a little shopping and stuff, I just wanted to stay in the car and do a little stream real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm always thinking about you guys, bro. You play Fort? I did, yeah. I used to play Fort. I don't play it anymore. I pretty much just play like Call of Duty. Like I play a little Madden, I play a little 2K, stuff like that. I don't really play games as much lately. I've been kind of busy with life. I don't play video games as much. Coral, yo Kendall, what's good? Have you played the Walking Dead games? Yeah, they're pretty good. Anyone a fan of Ghost? Wait, Victoria, what are you talking about? Ghost? Like, what Ghost? Call of Duty? Or what are we talking about? Yeah, I used to play Fortnite, but I don't really like it that much, to be honest, like, compared to what I used to. Fortnite kind of fell off. It used to be fire, but now it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of trash. The band? Oh, I don't even know. I don't even know Ghost, the band, I'm not going to lie. I play COD, but on mobile? Yeah, I play COD mobile a little bit, too. I was frying on Warzone mobile, I'm not going to lie. You guys aren't gonna believe this, bro. There's this troll, right, that leaves like negative comments on my channel and shit. And literally, like, yo, Emily, what's awesome, or what's up? I hope you're having an awesome day too. It's actually been a great year, to be honest. It really couldn't be off to a better start for me personally. I was so good with snipers. Yeah, for real. No, I was gonna tell you guys, there's this troll, right, that leaves like hate comments on my channel. And it's so funny because, like, this dude is such a loser that he's making, like, separate accounts to leave hate comments. Isn't that crazy? Like, can you imagine being that bored? Like, how bored are we? Like, I know he's probably just rage baiting, and that's okay. But, like, God, man, it's just so sad to think about. It's just so crazy to think about being that, you know, like that bored with your day, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, like I'm out here, like we're going to stores, we're living life, you know what I'm saying? We got big plans, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's so weird. Like, you know, I just can't relate with people like that. It just goes to show it's just projection, bro. Like, it's all it is. Like, this dude is just bored as fuck with his day. It's just so crazy. I've never really dealt with hate comments like that. I've had some people just, you know, I've had some people like disagree, you know, I've had some people like say some negative stuff to me before, but I've never dealt with people like sitting here being, you know, like completely negative and being crazy and being stupid and being insane. Like, I never dealt with that really, you know what I'm saying? I never dealt with that on that level. Like I've dealt with some idiots, you know what I'm saying? But I've never dealt with people that are, you know, like that, not on that level, you know? It's insane. What's up? Yo, Mr. Quag, what's good? That's some insane stuff. Just attention? Yeah, not for real, Victoria. You're not lying. For real, if I need attention, that's sad. I'm doing this because he hadn't come back. Do I like heavy metal? Not really, nah. I had my moments with heavy metal, but I wouldn't say I like it anymore. I kind of just like chill music now, you know what I mean? To be honest, like I like chill stuff. I just be like trying to vibe out when I listen to music. You know, yo, John, what's good, man? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a good day. I'm actually out of town right now, guys. Like, I'm out of town, but I decided to stay back in the car and go live. Just because, like, I'm always thinking about you guys, you know? Even when I'm out of town. What's your favorite The Walking Dead season? Probably season 6. I felt like season 6 was just, like, the best start to any season. Like, it was so fire to me. Like, just with like the big giant walker herd in the quarry and stuff, and like just, you know, JSS, and thank you, the Glenn fake out death. The Morgan episode I thought was fire, to be honest. Always Accountable with Daryl and Dwight, I love that episode. And just, yeah, I thought just the whole like walkers invading Alexandria was such a cool concept. It was so crazy just watching the tower fall, you know what I mean? It was sick. Carl, come back. Yeah, season 2 is up there for me, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, my favorite seasons are like Cheesemaker goated. Yo, for real, the Cheesemaker is goated, bro. I'm not gonna lie though. Like, my favorite, I don't know. Like, my top 4 seasons for sure, undoubtedly, is probably season 6, season 4, season 5, season 2, and then season 9. Those are my favorite seasons, but they're all so close to me. Like, I can't really sit here and say that, you know, one's like clearly so much better than the other or anything like that, you know? I think honestly they're all so great. It's like one of them might be a 10, you know, one of them might be like a 9.2, one of them not, you know, might be a 9.1, 9.4. Like, it's, you know what I mean? It's that close. They're all 9 and up to me. I'd give season 9, season 2, season 6, season 5, and season 4 all 9 and above for season ratings. So, you know. What does a witch's car say? Jeez. I don't know. Victoria, you gotta slow down. Yo, Victoria is excited to be in the chat, bro. She's got crazy passion. I can't lie. We love to see it. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Oh, man. But yeah, no. I just thought I'd go live for a little bit. I'm surprised we got this many people in here at this time of the day, to be honest. Broom, broom. That's actually kind of fun. That's actually kind of comedy. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, Mark, what's good, buddy? What's your take on the tank scene with old Rick in season 1? My take on it? I mean, It's a cool scene, I guess. You know, it's I thought it was funny. I've never been able to chat before. This is your first time? Yeah, we can tell. Oh, we can tell. I'm just joking. Season 7 was the worst season. Yeah, John. I would agree with that, honestly. And I think, like, that's the thing, right? Like, so I just love The Walking Dead so much. When I say, like, season 7 is the worst season, it's still a good season compared to other TV shows. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still think season 7 is good on the grand scheme of things. I just think that, like, for Walking Dead standards, for Walking Dead standards, season 7 was underwhelming, in my opinion, right? Favorite meme from The Walking Dead? Favorite meme has to be Rick with, like, the Carl, like, when he's crying, he's like, no! You know what I mean? It's not even really a funny scene, like, it's sad, but the memes were great, bro, with Carl and Rick just sitting there crying and stuff, you know? There's a lot of good memes for Walking Dead. I love the Shay, what is that? What is that? You know what I mean? Running away, that was funny. Last of Us Season 1 or Walking Dead Season 1? That's a good one. I honestly think Last of Us Season 1 was, like, some of the best TV I've ever seen. I'm not going to lie. Like, it really was, to be honest. But just being transparent, just being real, I would still have to give the edge to The Walking Dead, I think. But it's actually close, to be honest. Last of Us went downhill in Season 2, but I would say it's close, in my opinion. For sure. Yo, Baines, what's good, buddy? Timeline's filled with the tier list? Yeah, no, I was like, you know what? There's not a lot of stuff happening for, like, Walking Dead content right now. And, bro, like, I've said it time and time again, like, this is a passion project for me. You know, I could sit here and make clickbait videos and make way more money and I'm not going to lie to you. I could grow my channel significantly more if I really wanted to. And have, like, bro, I could come up with a new theory every day. Like, unsolved Walking Dead mystery theory, clickbait, you know, this, that. Like, bro, I could do that and grow my channel way more. But I just don't want to do that because this is a passion project for me. Like, this is something I actually like and love doing. So I'm not going to sit here just make the same video every single day. I just don't want to do that. I could. I see a lot of channels succeed from that, actually. I've seen a lot of channels grow from just making clickbait videos. And then, you know, people end up liking them and staying. And, you know, when your video is getting 10, 20, 30,000 views, right? Like, there's some people that are going to actually kind of like what you're saying. And the next thing you know, that's what that is. So, but for me personally, I just don't want to do that, guys. You know, I don't want to sit here and, you know, I don't want to sit here and do that, you know? I'm not into that. I don't want to sit here and do that, you know? It's not the way I work. It's not the way I get down. Yeah. I feel like I could do that. I feel like I could sit here and, you know, make those type of videos and be that way, but it's not worth it to me, you know? I don't want to sit here. I don't want to grow my platform by being a clickbait merchant and practically just lying my way to success, you know? I just don't want to do that. So, nice. I'm just not into that, guys, you know? You can respect it, you can not respect it, you know? But I'm not that way. Everything I say, I mean, you know what I mean? All the videos I make is something I really want to do. Like, I don't want to just sit here and, you know. Nice. Toast. Imagine if I made videos every day that said Rick Grimes comeback confirmed. Like, if I did that every single day, that's not trash. If I did that every single day, I would get, bro, I'd be at like 10K subs already, 20K subs already for sure. And I'd be making more money, but it's not about the money, really. I mean, obviously, if I could get rich from doing YouTube, who wouldn't want to do that? But I know that's not going to happen. I'm not delusional, man. All right, see you later, Victoria. Have a good one. My favorite meme would be "We Are Lost." Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. Yo, thanks, Vega. Appreciate it. I agree, bro. That actually is a good one. There are no rules anymore, man. We're lost. Is that the one? That was actually a great meme. I can't lie. Appreciate it. You too. You as well. Hopefully we'll see you again soon in here. Don't forget to subscribe. There are no rules anymore, man. We're lost. Yeah, that was a good one. I don't have that much longer to be live, though, guys, because wherever we're going to a library, and the library is kind of in the middle of nowhere, and my signal is going to be too bad to stream on the whole way there, but we'll just be live for another 5 minutes to get it to 20 minutes, and then I'll cut it off there, and I might go live again later today. I don't know. We'll see. But if you guys have any questions or anything you guys want to ask me, just let me know. You guys got 5 minutes, and then I got to roll. But I really do hope you guys are all having a great day and stuff, you know. Look at this guy over here eating the Subway sandwich in the car. It's literally me. He's just staying in the car while his girl goes shopping. And he's like, I'm going to stay in here and stuff my face. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The way he says we're lost. We're lost. Yeah, it's actually comedy. I don't know, though. There's a lot of good memes, man. I'm surprised we had this many people stop by, dude. I've only been live for like 15, 16 minutes, and we had a lot of great conversations already. We had a lot of great people in here. I'm so famous in the Walking Dead world, man. Golly. I'm just joking. The next vid? I don't know, actually. I actually don't have any, like, recorded or done. The ones I have done right now are actually, or the ones that I just uploaded, I did like a week ago, I'm not gonna lie. And I just typically, what I do is I like record in one day and then just schedule them all like for a week in advance so I don't have to do anything. Because with my schedule and my life right now, it's kind of hard for me to like do everything, you know? It's hard for me to like make videos every day, like brand new videos. Obviously, if there's like, you know, content or if there's like big breaking news, I'll do something to cover it. But like in terms of just, you know, making videos and stuff, I don't really know. Is there anywhere else you want to go? No. Home. Dog is my favorite character. He's up there. So actually, I didn't have Dog on the tier list I was doing. That would have been fire, bro. Dog would have definitely made it to S tier for sure. He's a goat. Same with Shiva. All the animals of The Walking Dead are great animals. Great characters. But yeah, I don't know what the next video is going to be. I tried to mix up the tier list a little bit, you know. I wanted to do like the tier list videos, and then I wanted to do like, you know, stuff like that. Like make the tier lists and then also do like the next chapter, the next story of the Walking Dead video and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I always try to like mix it up with you guys. You know what I mean? I don't want to just do tier lists only. I did mostly tier lists because they're like actually really fun. There are other tier lists I could do, like Walking Dead locations. But I don't know if you guys would even want to see that, really. That's kind of a boring one, I think, to be honest, guys. The Walking Dead pets tier list. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And in this one, we're going to be ranking the Walking Dead pets. How bored do you have to be, right? But, I mean, honestly, the thing is, guys, look. There's really not a lot of content to, like, cover right now, you know? I was thinking about doing, like, I did the look backs, and, like, they did terrible, honestly, bro. I put, like, so much work into those videos. They did not do good. They have, like, under 100 views. I don't know if they're just not showing up in people's algorithms or whatever, but, like, it's just not, they're not, the other ones all had over 1,000 views. I don't know what happened with the last ones. They just didn't do well. I'll keep doing them because I'm committed to finishing all the look backs. But yeah, I think we have to do like season 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 for the original series. And I'll eventually make my way to like, you know, a look back at the ones who live and just go through that and kind of have fun looking back like retrospectively and all that. But yeah, I mean, they did terrible, to be honest. I'm kind of disappointed. I thought they would do great. I worked hard on the thumbnails too. I thought the thumbnails were like the best thumbnails I ever made. But like, that's what I'm saying though. Like, you can clickbait your way through, you know, you could say that, you know, I could clickbait my way through, you know, and make way more money and like do better, but I just don't want to make the same video every day. Like, I mean, if you put Rick Grimes in the thumbnails that I make and do it every single day, bro, like, you're going to do mad good, but people are going to get tired of it. Imagine today if I'm like, will we see Rick Grimes in 2026? And then like tomorrow I'm like, Rick Grimes next story in the Walking Dead universe. And then the next day it's like, Rick Grimes comeback confirmed, you know, even though I already made a video on that, but just do it again. And then I'm like, you know, this cryptic tweet makes me think Rick Grimes could come back this year. You know what I mean? Like, I could do that every day, bro, and get thousands of views every day. But it's like, I'm not trying to be not trying to be a weirdo. Shorts were pushed more recently. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but like, there's just no way that they look back should have done that poorly. I'm not gonna lie. Every single one I've done has gotten over 1,000, bro. I don't know what happened. Typically, all my videos do pretty well, man, like when I'm consistent. I don't know. I've been pretty consistent lately, so I was mad surprised to see that happen, to see that just kind of, like, absolutely, like, crap the bed, to be honest. But, I mean, it happens. You know, there's always some videos that suck and don't do well. But, I mean, it's part of the grind, man. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe eventually I'll get to that point where every day it's like, Rick Grimes confirmed return. Will we see Rick Grimes this year? This cryptic tweet from a Walking Dead source makes me think we'll see Rick this year, you know? Walking Dead Insider confirms Rick's return. You know, like, you could do all that stuff. Because all that stuff's technically true. But, you know, I don't know. There's a lot of Walking Dead YouTubers that do that. Breaking Bad in the Walking Dead universe confirmed. Yeah, for real. And make, like, a cool thumbnail with Walter and Rick and Merle and stuff. Like, there's a lot of stuff you could do. But I don't know. It's not my way of doing things. But yeah, I don't know. Certain people have a certain style, a certain way of doing things, and I have my way of doing things, you know. And I'm not doing it to grow the fastest or to grow the best, because like I said, I understand the strategies and I understand how to do that. Like, I could do that if I wanted, but I don't know. It just seems lame. Boring too. People are just gonna get bored of it. Even though you could grow, you know, get new people, man, it's hard to retain that. Like, I feel like people wouldn't keep coming back with that. That's a nice Mercedes right there I just saw, guys. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I don't know. What, GameStop? Yeah, I actually got Madden 13 at this GameStop.
Really?
Yeah, way back in the day. Way back whenever I was like 12 years old, my dad took me to this GameStop. I'm surprised they're still in business with all like how, you know, like digital online markets work these days. I'm surprised. But yeah, I actually got Madden 13. Yeah, The Walking Dead is, bro. It's not as popular as it once was, and there's such a small, like, viewership on YouTube for it right now. Because there's just nothing really happening that's, like, super popular in the public eye, right? Even though there's still millions and millions of fans that love The Walking Dead, it doesn't matter. We're not at that stage where we're, like, watching videos about it all the time. Even me, I don't watch Walking Dead videos all the time now, you know? It's been out for, like, 15 years. We kind of know what to expect from it. We kind of know what's going on. And, you know, when you're doing that and you kind of been doing it for a long time and we kind of know what to expect and stuff, it's not really exciting like it used to be. Even though it's still fire, you know, I still love it, but imagine if there was just someone sitting in that car and the driver's seat like a roller coaster. I'm actually going to be able to chill out with you guys a little bit longer because we're going to another store, so I guess I'll just chill out with you guys for a little bit longer. I know I said I was going to shut the Brad Stevens. Isn't that the Celtics old coach? It depends on what you're meaning, Brad. They're not making the original series seasons, but they're doing spinoffs and stuff. Think about the spinoffs, bro. Look, let me tell you guys something. Let me tell you something, man. Okay? Like, the spinoffs were, like, a cool idea, and, you know, obviously they're just something to tie us over until the core group can get back together. But I think, honestly, a lot of people are... Is that snow? What is that?
I don't know. What the heck?
That's not snow. There's no snow on the ground. Thank you, Alien Cowboy Farmer. I love that name, too. Alien Cowboy Farmer. What a name. What a guy. What a Giga Chad. You're what I like to call a Giga Chad. You know? Sorry, we just hit a bump, so I sounded weird. You're what I like to call a Giga Chad. The leader is back? Yeah, I'm back. I'm the leader, bro. My bad, I'm back, guys. I saw the picture that said Rick is back 2026. Yeah, no, Rick is coming back this year. Well, I can't confirm it, but I kind of confirm it in a way, but I can't really confirm it. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, Rick should be coming back this year. It's a little baity, bro. It's a little clickbaity, but at the same time it's not really, because we kind of do have like information that says Rick's coming back. You know what I'm saying? So like it's not really clickbait, but it kind of is, because it's not confirmed, but it's like insider leaked confirmed. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. So depends on how you look at it. You know, obviously a lot of the stuff that's happened with The Walking Dead was leaked before it ever happened. You know, like there were leaks with Glenn dying. You know, I knew Glenn was gonna die before he died. And Abraham, I read the whole script and stuff of the episode before it ever even happened. So, yo, Baines, people will say Rick isn't the face of the show. Yeah, I mean, people are, no, I get it. Life does change, but I'm mad addicted. I'm still mad addicted to the show. And, like, I still love the show, and I'll never not love the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll never not love it, bro. It'll always be fire to me. I'll always be. It's true, bro. A lot of people will sit here and say that Rick's not the face of the show. It's crazy. It's diabolical, because I was actually arguing with someone in the comment section a while back whenever I was mentioning that Rick is like the most popular character right now. And they were using like Google Trends data showing that like around the time there were people commenting or you know, looking up Michonne and Rick and stuff, not just Rick. But like obviously people are going to look up like the Rick and Michonne show because that's what's happening, right? But like peak for peak back in the day when The Walking Dead was like the biggest show on TV, Rick Grimes, like more people have searched Rick Grimes than Michonne by far over the last 5 years. You know what I mean? Over the last 5 and 10 years, people have searched Rick Grimes way more than Michonne. It's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at it in that sense, I mean, overall, Rick Grimes is a more popular character. Like, more people bought the Rick Grimes skin in Call of Duty than Michonne, you know? More people search Rick Grimes. Rick Grimes videos get more views, you know? You can make a video saying, oh, Michonne's coming back, and it's not going to do that great. But if you make a video saying Rick Grimes is coming back, you're getting guaranteed like 3, 4, 5, 6,000 views, 7,000, sometimes even 15, 16,000, you know? The Walking Dead needs Rick. I think The Walking Dead did fine without Rick, but at the same time, I think in order for it to like maintain really, really popular, you know, episodes and popular moments, and just to like maintain that same steam that it once had, like The Walking Dead does need Rick. Because yeah, I mean, I would agree overall, because if you look at what happened in The Ones Who Live, right? The Ones Who Live was like the first time in a long time that I actually felt my heart beating fast in a Walking Dead episode, right? Like all throughout The Walking Dead, Dead City, my heart never beat, you know, faster than like, you know, probably 70 beats, you know what I mean? But in The Ones Who Live, my shit was like 100, bro. I was like tweaking, you know? But The Ones Who Live kind of captured that same amount of like intensity and excitement. You know what I'm saying? It kind of captured that same level of hype. I wouldn't say like the same exact level of hype, but I mean, Andrew Lincoln's such a great actor, and like, you know, the story made sense. The story was good. A lot of people loved The Ones Who Live, you know? The Ones Who Live was a very successful show overall. So, you know, with that being said, I think whatever they do next, you know, with Rick, it's going to be a really big series. It's going to be a really big show. I just really hope they don't absolutely screw us and make like a 1-season mini-series, 6-episode Walking Dead reunion show. You know what I mean? I think people really, like at this point, the fans that love the show, I think would really like to get back to longer seasons, you know, continuous seasons, stuff like that, right? Seasons that just go on for a little bit, you know? I think people would like to see 2 to 3, 4 seasons of like Rick back with the gang kicking butt, right? Like I think that's what like the real fans of The Walking Dead want to see that again. Especially since it's been so long since we've had Rick Grimes in The Walking Dead back with the characters, you know, with a mission, with a story, you know, with a point and a purpose, right? It's been a long time. Even in The Ones Who Live, we didn't see that. It was a limited series where Rick was trying to escape, and it kind of just caught us up with what was going on. You know, we didn't really get to see him back with the group surviving, right? People like to see Rick surviving. So overall, I think whatever they decide to do, I hope that it's more long-term for The Walking Dead. I hope that it's going to be multiple seasons. I don't necessarily think it will be, though. Obviously there's what we want to happen, and then there's the reality of what's most likely going to happen. And, most likely we're probably going to get 6 to 7 episodes of, some spinoff, The Walking Dead, Rick Grimes led, all the characters back together for just a very limited time, which is just such a missed opportunity, I think, overall. And I just think that's kind of the landscape of modern television right now, modern day TV. I think it kind of comes down to that. I think people really enjoy the short mini series, it's just the landscape right now. So unfortunate, but it'll be cool to see Rick back, whatever it is. But you kind of have to start questioning and wondering, well, okay, if they're going to come back and do a limited series, right? How long is it going to last? And if it only lasts for one season, 6 episodes, right? If that's all they're doing, does that mean that The Walking Dead is coming to an end? Does that mean that it is coming to an end, right? What does that mean? Because we've kind of heard from Scott Gimple that, The Walking Dead, as we know it, with these characters, is going to be going on for a long time, right? We've heard him say that. Obviously, plans change and stuff like that, but we did hear that, and obviously there's that potential. They could have kept Daryl Dixon going for a long time, even longer than 4 seasons, for sure, right? But it just makes you wonder, what's going to happen with that, So I don't really know. It's definitely interesting to think about because, they canceled Daryl Dixon, for this new spinoff, obviously, with Rick and everyone coming back together. I feel like if you only do 1 season and then you end The Walking Dead, I feel like that's just, I don't know. I feel like that's a little bit weird. I feel like that's a little bit of a disservice to the fans, because I think fans want to see these characters still alive, kicking butt, I don't really think people want to see it just come to an end, right? So it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, we'll have to wait and just figure out what happens this year with the announcements and stuff at Comic-Con and everything. Obviously, there's going to be something announced, I'm sure. I would be, super shocked if there's not an announcement this year at some point in time. It's going to happen this year. I just don't know if it's going to be Comic-Con, if it's going to be before, after. I don't know. But we should get some sort of announcement with Rick Grimes this year. So we'll have to see, man. But it's definitely an exciting time just to even have the possibility for Rick Grimes to make an appearance. You know what I'm saying? It's exciting to think about, because Rick is such a great character. And obviously, I do think he is the face of The Walking Dead. So. I saw your face, now I'm a believer. Oh, man. Kind of sleepy. I don't know, though. We'll just wait and see. I think ultimately for me, I would like to see at least 3 seasons, personally. I think that's kind of my, cap where I'm at. 3 more years of Rick and everyone back together. And Andrew Lincoln's talked about it multiple times. Andrew Lincoln's talked about, seeing Rick survive with other characters, and that there's people that would want to see that, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of confusing because it's okay, is it really going to be, just a short little 6-episode thing, or could it be longer? I don't know. It's definitely interesting to think about because based off what Andrew Lincoln said in interviews and stuff, it seems like, maybe he's down to do it for a while. You know what I'm saying? It seems like maybe he's down to be Rick Grimes again, for a long time. He was saying he missed it. He was saying he kind of regrets leaving. He was saying that he he left at a great part in the show, and he kind of wishes he would have stayed and all that stuff. So it kind of seems like maybe there's a little regret in Andrew Lincoln's heart, you know, about leaving. So if they give him an opportunity to do it again, right? If they give him an opportunity to come back and be Rick Grimes more long term, I think he might jump all over it, to be honest. You know, we'll have to wait and see, but he might jump all over it. Who knows? I saw your face. Now I'm a believer. Yeah. Also, it just makes me wonder what characters are going to be in there. You know, what's going to happen with all the other characters of the show we know. Like, you know, Gabriel, Eugene, all these guys. What's going to happen with them? Who knows, you know? I won't be live for too much longer, though, guys. Probably like maybe another 10 minutes. I know I said that, but we stopped at another store. I didn't think we were. When I saw your face. If any questions you guys have at all, let me know. I'm always here for it, so just let me know. We had a really active chat earlier, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I was really surprised that we had this many people stop by, you know, at 11 o'clock on a Monday, you know? Hey, what's up, David? Hope you're doing good, buddy. Hope you're having a good one, man. Hope you're having a good one. Hey. We're just chilling out, David. You know what I'm saying? We're just vibing. Chat kind of died down, which is fine. It happens. I'll give it like another 3 minutes or so, guys. And if you guys don't have anything else you guys want to talk about, we'll leave it here. It's been a good one. So just let me know if there's any other questions or anything you guys want to talk about. You know, I'm here for it. So just let me know. Still can't sleep on your side. I don't think they'll do 3 seasons. Yeah, nah. I mean, realistically, they won't. Like logically, they won't. But it would be kind of sick if they would. You know, I think it'd be fire. I would like to see it. I would like to see more than 3 seasons. Really, I mean, with Rick back, you know, and who knows? I mean, they could. You know what I'm saying? It depends on how much they're paying him. You know what I'm saying? If they're paying Andrew Lincoln an arm and a leg, dude, I think he would do 5 seasons. You know what I mean? It just depends. Because I think the main point is, what is the point of the series? You know, what is the goal ultimately, right? Is it just to have The Walking Dead kind of back again? Is it to, you know, actually progress the story towards an ending? Like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of questions that happen with that, you know? Yeah, AMC has a lot of money, bro. AMC has a lot of money for sure. I know you probably wouldn't think it, you know, just like off the top of your head, because not really. I mean, I don't know, obviously. I'm not like a AMC financial guy, but you know, I gotta sneeze. Whew. Excuse me. Wow. Sneezing is like one of the best feelings in the world. I swear. Sneezing feels great. But no, yeah, AMC's fine. Yeah, no, sneezing feels insane, bro. It's one of the best feelings in the world. I mean, yeah, AMC, you know, when you think about like the ones who live having a budget of like, you know, close to 100 million and, you know, stuff like that, it definitely, you know, you would probably think about how they're doing, right? You know, I don't think they would put that much money into it unless it's like a Hail Mary, just because they know The Walking Dead is their biggest, you know, IP or whatever. So then they're like, hey, let's just put all we have into this. But I don't think AMC is running out of money or anything. I mean, they make a lot of money from their subscription service, you know what I mean, every month. Just AMC Plus alone, like not even including anything else. They make a lot of money off of AMC Plus, you know? You can do the math on that. I don't have my I don't want to pause my stream, but if you have a calculator out to figure out how much they're making just off AMC Plus alone, you can do, you know, I think it's like 14 million monthly subscribers at, what is it, $9 a month, $8.99 or something. That's just in the US alone. So, I mean, you can calculate that. Let me know what the number is. I mean, I remember that's just like one, you know, avenue, you know. So it's like they're probably doing all right. And typically when a big company or like a big, you know, entity like AMC or anything else, if they like start struggling and stuff like that, it's pretty obvious. And a lot of the time there's a lot of like information that comes out whenever a company starts struggling, you know what I mean, and doing bad. Like there's AMC's probably not doing like as great as they wanted to be doing. I know, you know, actually I know for a fact AMC's not doing what they thought they were going to be doing or doing what they wanted to be doing. Because I remember, no, they have more than 1 million. That's not true. I can promise you that's not true. That's definitely not real. 1 million subs monthly, there's no shot. Yeah, I mean, if that was the case, then that would be pretty bad. I'll be right back. Hold on. Let me figure some numbers for you. So based on the figures that I saw, based on the numbers I've seen, AMC has around like 10 to 12 million monthly subs as of late 2025. So, yeah. So I think that means like they're making, I believe, like 50 to 60 million a month on AMC Plus. Obviously, you'd want it to be better than that, but it's not obvious. I mean, it's not bad, bro, you know? That's not AMC's only, you know, way to make money either. There's other ways as well. You know, they're making more money than that. What is it? So based on my figures, so yeah, but you know, and a lot of times companies like that get loans for things, you know what I mean? But yeah, they're making a lot of money. They're fine. They're making a lot of money. But yo, I gotta cut the stream, guys. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. I got to run, but I appreciate the support. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe out there in the crazy world, man.